much you can do about it.
So it looks like we have Mono stepping up to the station here.
Yeah.
So Mono is ex-Alberta. I think they used to live in Alberta. They were born in Saskatchewan, something along those lines. But they lived in Toronto for a long time. And they're roommates with Moki,
Oh.
top 10 player, which is pretty cool. I think Mono, I believe that he still does YouTube editing for Moki. I believe that's a job that he does.
Okay.
I know that he at least makes thumbnails. I'm not sure if he does the rest of the editing. But yeah, Mono, really, really talented creative for sure. Also a very strong Yoshi from the Toronto region. I'm pretty sure Mono's like ranked in the top 5. I don't know if anyone in stream chat can confirm that, but definitely a really strong player. In my opinion, maybe underseeded in this tournament, but of course time will tell. I know the Yoshi on the right side is Mono, and on the left side, just right, Pool's Fox. We do not know who they are.
Unfortunate.
It's unfortunate because I'm from Edmonton, so I'm not too familiar with a lot of the newer players in Calgary.
Okay.
Of course, I know the ones that have been around for a long time, but I do not recognize this guy. So Mono is on the right side there. Sees the Yoshi. So yeah, Mono's the Yoshi here. What's Mono's seed? They're definitely seated in the top 8. I imagine they're seated like, 16th seed? I stand corrected. I guess they're 16th seed. See, to me, that's what I was saying before. To me, that seems crazy. But yeah, like I said, time will tell. I could be wrong about the power ranking too. That's just like from what I remember.
Exactly.
Yeah. I know he's done a lot of practice with Moki in this matchup. It's part of why Moki is one of the strongest foxes. Probably the strongest fox against Yoshi. I know Moki's been terrorizing Amza for the entire time they've both been playing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate. You don't get to see a lot of like variety in the characters. Like even at this tournament, I've seen maybe 2 Yoshis.
Yeah. Melee is definitely not a game that's known for its variety.
Well,
I would say
yeah.
variety in playstyles, not in characters.
Oh yeah.
But the beauty that comes from that is that all these matchups are incredibly ironed out. There's a lot of like very like tight, nuanced flow charts that are just like really exciting to watch them evolve.
Yeah.
Because when you have a game with so many characters, like there's just so much guesswork.
Like Ultimate,
knowing all
I
the
think
matchups.
personally, I think Ultimate gets a little too many characters.
Yeah.
But even in Melee, where it's a game with like not that much variety, it's nice to see like the Yoshis and the Puffs of the world rise up, stand their ground, if you will.
Yeah.
But
Ooh. So one stock apiece. I believe this is Antislycer versus Mono. So it's 0-0 right now. So it's game 1.
yeah.
So Yoshi's kind of at a percent where double jump armor is going to get broken by a lot of different moves. And I think he's out of a double jump, but he uses down B to get to the top plat. Really creative escape from Mono out of a pretty difficult spot. And his double jump is burnt early, goes for the air dodge. And Antislycer is unable to cover both.
Yeah, we
that
just
could have
have
been a
to see
kill.
it.
Oh, tough.
Yeah.
Tough.
Good, close game. I'd say Mono was up, was down 80%, and Mono was just able to get Antislycer kind of almost even.
Yeah. So 1-0 for Antislycer right now.
Big early damage against the Yoshi.
So I remember Stilts gave me some of the lore on Antislycer. I think Antislycer is... I might be confusing. Okay, so there's 2 players that I wasn't really too familiar with. Antislycer and someone else. One of them is from Australia. One of them was born in Alberta, moved to BC, and then came back. I believe the latter is Antislycer. If anyone in chat can correct me. But yeah, regardless, pretty solid Fox. I mean, taking a game off Mono is no joke. Mono is a very strong player.
Very good player as well.
This must be a very comfortable pick for Mono. The platforms are all really close together, which makes moving with Yoshi, which can often be difficult, a lot easier. He's got a lot of mix-ups off the different platforms, just wave landing off of everything, just constant double jump armor as they fly around the map. Very, very good counter pick for Mono here. Oh, and he parries. So there's a little bit of grab and vulnerability, or actually everything in vulnerability on the startup of Yoshi's shield, which no other character has. I don't think there's another character in Melee that has a shield as strange as Yoshi's.
Yeah.
So you can kind of parry grabs like that, which is just so weird. Nice.
Yeah. Mono, this game at least, seems to be getting it done.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it might just be taking a little bit of time to warm up in this set. Might be a counter pick difference. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
The Australian guy you're talking about is Joshman. No. we know who Joshman is. There's another... Sorry? Sundowns. That's the Australian player. Yes, thank you. Sundowns was the former of the two players that I was talking about before. So Antislycer is the guy that lived in BC for a little bit and came back. Sundowns is the player from Australia that I believe lives here now. So that's cool. Shout out to Sundowns. So game 2 goes to Mono. Yeah, so the ban here was likely Final Destination. Just frankly a pretty shitty Yoshi stage. No matchups for Yoshi to play on, like really nerfs his ability to play neutral. PSAD, much of the same thing, but at least there are some platforms. And Yoshi's combos can be pretty brutal here. However, you also have the low ceiling for Fox. Up smash, up air to kill. Yeah. So quite a good counter pick for Fox in this matchup. Ooh, hits him with the neutral B. Goes right through that shield. That drift from Mono there was really interesting. He kind of double jumped and was just staying constantly out of range of Fox. His Fox was also full hopping.
Yeah. No, Yoshi is definitely just an interesting character to see.
Oh, he's got no double jump.
Oh.
He had to mash, he had to wiggle the stick there and air dodge to the best of his ability, but
still up is
not enough.
Could have been up 2, which I think is crazy.
Yeah. Oh my god, just boxing him up with the jabs and forwards. Very classic Yoshi.
On the gloves like
yeah.
Mike Tyson.
Yes, sir. Oh, so much big damage there. I think he's without a double jump too. He's able to drift to ledge there though. So it seems like Yoshi is pretty comfortable to tank those back airs at 90% and still grab the ledge. But once you start getting above 100, it's pretty tough to start to break that armor. I'm not sure what the exact percent is, but I believe it's like 110, 120 or so, something like that. It is 1-1, yeah, that's correct. That up air is just so monstrous in this matchup. It's so hard for Yoshi to come down once that jump is burned. 'Cause I mean, like, Yoshi just... his down air is just too slow. He doesn't really have anything to trade into up air there.
Unfortunately,
Fox is good with the spacing.
Turning the match around.
Yeah. This is looking to be real close. This is the mix-up. Is it going to go stage or ledge? It looks like Mono reads him correctly. Now it's one stock apiece. 0-0. Very close game. Treat for everyone.
Yeah. Especially at the beginning of matches, Antislycer seems to be putting up big damage consistently, like he's doing right here.
He lost his jump somewhere in that sequence, and that's dead.
And that's
game goes
dead.
to Antislycer 2-1 over Mono.
Ooh.
Damn.
I mean, hey, hard fought.
Yeah. I think he was playing the matchup pretty well. Definitely abusing the Fox moves that makes Yoshi's life really difficult. Those multi-hits
Yeah,
kind of annoys.
Just adapting to the situation, you know.
Yeah, definitely a solid game plan for the matchup. Big win for Antislycer, to be honest. Yeah, tough loss for Mono.
Yeah, no, it's a huge win.
So we got 2 new players stepping up to the stream.